Well, guys, welcome into week 5, stream number 4, live stream of youth group, guys. Welcome for coming in. We got Duncan here.
Hey, guys.
Michelle, of course. Glenn
Hey.
down the end, always here. Guys, welcome in tonight. It's going to be a good one, hopefully. And you guys, welcome in. Thanks for joining us online at YouTube. Or other ways of getting involved. Actually, Duncan, how can these guys get more involved tonight?
Yeah, so jumping onto Slido is a good idea. Get on there now. We've got a new code this week. It is 9444. You've also got the QR code, which is on the Instagram story for youth, as well as there is the link in the description below. Jump on there. Let everyone know you're here. Don't be anonymous, please. Use your names.
So
we want to know
boring if
who's
you're
there. We want to know who's talking. And yeah, just get involved, say hi to one another, and stay tuned for some polls. Tonight we'll be doing a lot of polls throughout the game, so keep your eye on Slido.
Yeah, one of those we'll be using the polls for is, will it cereal?
Will it
Duncan
cereal?
and I will be eating various food things, seeing whether they will cereal.
I'm excited.
Adding milk, eating it with a spoon, you know the drill.
Hungry
Yeah.
already.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I'm hungry,
It's gonna be great. Then we will find out a bit more about old mate Jacko over here. Who does he think he is, or other people think he is? Who knows? Whatever it is, you'll find out more about him. Then we'll be playing Two Truths and a Lie, which definitely need the Slido for that one, I think.
Yeah, you'll have to vote on that one because Shell and I are facing you guys off for Two Truths and a Lie. You have to
Yeah, who
find
will
us
win?
out.
We're very competitive.
Always.
Yep, and then we'll be talking about John 14:11. Jesus is supernatural, and that will be our Bible section for the night. Just having a big old chat so we can discuss further in Zoom groups. Yep.
Cool. Well, we are nearing a section of the night which we're about to aptly call the Oprah section of the night. But before we get there, Ravi Zacharias. So a few days ago, Ravi Zacharias passed away. And it's actually been really sad for me because I've always loved Ravi Zacharias' videos. Have you guys ever had a chance to interact with much of his stuff?
No.
Oh, man.
Sadly,
It's
no.
a pity.
Can you, who is it?
Yeah, tell us.
So, Ravi Zacharias was just a very famous Christian philosopher / speaker who would go into universities. I mean, they would just pay him to come speak on philosophy, and he would say, yes, he would come speak if they allowed him a section to speak about Jesus. And because of how good he is, how great a philosopher he was, they would allow him to speak. So they were
That's so
just
cool.
paying him to share the message of Jesus. And you have atheist after atheist lining up to question him. And the way he just engaged with them and the way he thought about it was like he was pastoring them. He was loving them with the message of Jesus. And just such a great servant for the kingdom of God, Ravi Zacharias. So it's just very sad that he's passed, but what a great legacy for a man. Speaking of which, look under your chairs.
Under our chairs?
Oh, us.
Look under your
Us.
chairs.
Oh, what we got
Ooh.
here?
Ooh, there's something there.
What have we got?
Well, what you got? You get a book! You get a book! You get a book!
We all got books.
But you don't
We
get a
all
book.
got books.
Glenn, do you get a book? Have you looked under your chair?
Yeah. Do you?
What?
Did you get a
Self-Oprah?
book?
No.
Everyone gets a book, including.
Glenn's got a book.
I got a book!
So Ravi Zacharias, The Logic of God.
The
The
Logic
logic of God. Yeah.
Thank
Glenn.
you.
This is a light read. I'll get through it tonight.
Yeah. I hope it reads as good as he sounds. Like, it's just that soft, well, if you look into the Bible, you will find some very helpful pearls of wisdom. Like, if it reads like that.
I'm going to hear it in that voice now.
Sounds like the David Attenborough of theology.
He is. He is.
That's
so
it.
good.
There you go,
That's so
guys.
cool.
Well, thank you so much, Glenn, for
Yeah,
the gift.
thank you.
Very much appreciate it. Now,
Cool cover.
before we move on to our next segment, I did want to do one quick shout out. Now, you guys haven't been able to see this yet, but we thought it'd be really cool if we actually shouted out the tech crew. You see us on the lounge, but let's cross to the tech crew camera. They're up the back there. They're waving at the moment. Let's give them a round of applause. Well done to them.
Yeah.
They are fantastic. We have thought, let's put the tech crew camera in. That's going to be cool. Throw to them whenever we need to.
Yeah, audience participation.
Exactly.
In real life.
What am I going to say?
Live
Tech
studio
team.
audience.
Exactly.
Yeah,
3 of them. Anyway. All right, guys. You guys need to get ready for Will It cereal.
That
How
we
about you
do.
guys head off and get that ready?
Alrighty.
All
Thanks,
right,
guys.
Thanks.
Now, Glenn, let's shuffle across.
Let's shuffle
obviously.
across. Do you
It was
mind
a-
if I?
Yeah, I'll just do this. No, let's let's settle in. New chair. Before we get to Will It cereal, I just had another quick thing that we need to talk through really briefly. It's the Insta challenge that we posted this week on our Instagram story and our Instagram page. It's something for you guys to get involved in throughout the weeks, okay? So obviously with this Instagram challenge, it's gonna be different every single week, okay? So this week, we posted a video of Chloe doing a Rube Goldberg machine, I think is what it's called. And the challenge was to you guys to come up with your own version of that, create something crazy and wonderful. And the idea is that every week, we'll pick the best video, play it on the live stream for everyone to see, and they're the winner for that week sort of thing. What do you reckon, Glenn? You're gonna join in?
Maybe. Maybe. As in, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Section out some time in the week. Make a video.
I was watching 2 guys on the balcony outside the flats by my house the other day doing like a TikTok twerk. I thought I could do that.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're going to see some of Glenn's videos, hopefully, maybe. If he posts any good ones, he'll have to win if you want to see it. But before I move on to Will It cereal, I'm going to give you next week's challenge now, okay? So next week's challenge is Sibling Scare-a-thon, okay? Sibling Scare-a-thon, which means we want you guys to take videos of yourself scaring your siblings or your parents or whoever, post it to us, use TikTok or Instagram, send it to us, and we'll post it if it's really good and if it's the winner. We have an example that Sam evilly prepped for us. Sam, why don't you put that on and then we'll have a quick look. Georgia. Oh, I'm sorry, Georgia, but you got scared. Well done to Sam. That's the one you have to beat. That's the example. And if you guys win and we post it, I think there's also going to be some prizes involved. We'll try and work out a way to get you guys some prizes. The other thing to quickly mention with just the Instagram challenge is because the Rube Goldberg one's probably a bit difficult, we're going to extend that challenge the whole the term. So if you want to come up with a crazy machine thing that like hits everything together, then we want to see it at the end of the term. We'll pick the challenge winner for that one at the end of the term. So they're going to be pretty good. But other than that, Glenn, I think it's time for Will It cereal.
Will it?
Will It cereal. Let's hand it over.
Alrighty, welcome to
Will It cereal.
In this game, we're going to be just trying various food items in bowls of milk. See if it makes a good cereal substitute, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can join in on Slido.
Yes.
Vote whether you think it will cereal or not.
Exactly. You too can decide whether or not it's cereal or not. All right. So we're going to start with our first food item,
Oh, yes.
which is mini pancakes.
Mini pancakes.
Look at these things.
Yeah, they're like, might I give compliments to the chef,
Oh,
being
thank you.
Duncan this afternoon,
Thank
who
you.
made these.
I
They
had a
are
lot of
very
fun
perfect
making
mini
these. They're-
pancakes.
This is so
Oh my gosh.
adorable.
Yeah.
All right, let's crack open these.
Yes. Milk
bottles.
is required for the cerealing.
Very much so.
Oh my gosh.
That makes a good cereal. Alrighty. So I mean, pancakes are a breakfasty thing anyway.
Yeah, I know. It does have that going for it, I suppose, you know.
Get that all in there.
And
Yeah.
the circle and the mini-ness of it, I suppose.
Alrighty.
All right. Shall we dive in?
Dive in. 3, 2, 1.
It's not awful.
I don't really know what I was expecting.
Yeah, me either.
It does make them a little soggy.
Yeah, but like there's a good amount of chewiness and like the flavor is pancake, so you know, yeah, it's a breakfast already to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like it.
I'm definitely not anti it,
No.
except for the fact
Just
you get stuck in
it got a yeah. Just a. You know, it's first. I'll get used to it. You know, it's good. I mean, I reckon I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
I'm even going for a third mouthful.
Yeah. What do the people think though? I
Yeah,
think
what
that's
do
a
you
real
what do you guys
question.
reckon? Mini pancakes.
It's looking like a solid yes on the screen there. It's looking like a solid yes, and look, we would agree.
Yeah.
I think that's the consensus right now. We are on the
I
same
would
page.
say so. Yep.
All right.
Mini pancakes. They cereal.
They do, in fact,
Alrighty.
cereal. Next up, unfortunately, one of my most hated foods, mushroom.
Yeah. When I was cutting these up today, I was dreading it before I even started cutting them up. I'm not a fan of mushrooms either. You know, these pieces of mushroom look exactly like the bits of a razor that I once ate in year 8.
Oh my gosh.
True story. I was bored in a class and I ate a rubber.
So, is it going to be like a rubber?
I
or
think
will
so.
it cereal?
I mean,
Please
it looks.
vote on Slido.
It looks just like a rubber.
I
It looks
mean-
like pieces of rubber.
Like similar texture and all that. Perhaps this is
Oh.
why you have such a disdain towards mushrooms to begin with.
I'm
like
not looking forward to
eating a
this.
rubber.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I've eaten some bad things in my life, but I would rather eat those than this.
Yeah.
So.
And look, adding milk to anything, like milk on its own, like it's not an awful thing. Shout
I
out to
love
old
milk.
mate Lukey Field,
I
who
love milk.
loves the malm of a night. I used to live with him. Yeah, he loves
Alright.
the milk before bed. It's
We
great.
should give this a go, eh?
Diving in.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh. It bounces off your teeth. It is rubber.
I don't know why, but I went for like a full spoonful, and that was just really my own fault.
That is your fault. I went like half a spoon because I knew I wouldn't like it.
I just wasn't concentrating enough.
Oh!
Should have gone for the spit bucket. Totally forgot we have spit
I
buckets.
swallowed it. I win.
Yeah, I feel like I've accomplished
Alright.
something, even though my mouth is really disgusting right now.
Okay, well, as far as cereal's concerned, I love milk. Milk's good.
Oh,
I
just an
could
awful
not have.
taste.
It's such a bad aftertaste. I
Oh.
was bitching my teeth.
Jackson, how do you like these things? Like, honestly, Jackson loves mushroom.
Yeah.
I mean, usually it's surrounded by garlic and stuff, but
Well, I mean,
Well-
as far as cereal's concerned, it's a no from me.
it's a hardcore no from everyone on the screen as well. So, look,
It's a unanimous no.
not quite unanimous,
Don't
but
eat mushrooms for breakfast.
just don't do it,
Don't do
guys. Just don't. Moving on.
Moving on. Goodness. Oh, I need to save my spoon.
Yeah, you do.
Next up, our third item is very nice and colourful. M&Ms. Who doesn't love M&Ms?
Hopefully it takes away the mushroom taste.
You know, they're colourful, they're sweet, they're chocolatey. All good things.
all of these are good things, but will they cereal?
I don't know, let's find out.
Tell us on Slido. Do you
Nope.
think it will cereal?
Very nice.
I mean, it looks like cereal in a lot of ways.
I
You know,
mean,
it
there's
has
a
that
lot of
cereal
very
sort of-
colourful cereals out there. Like you look at Fruit
and
Loops.
oh my goodness, it's already like colouring the milk.
Rainbow milk. I like it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Right, time for it.
Yep, 3,
Yep.
2, 1.
It's crunchy.
Mm.
As you would expect M&Ms to be.
I love a good bit of crunch.
Sort of crunch.
Although most cereals aren't crunchy, really, are they?
Not to this extent.
Well, I mean, toast is crunchy, I guess. Wow, that's wicked in the milk. I wish you
mean-
guys could see this. It's so rainbow.
Yeah. If only we could have like an aerial shot.
Yeah. Oh, well.
My milk is mainly blue. I think just because the
I mean,
blue were overriding
it's kind
the-
of doing the same thing as, like, Cocoa Pops, where it just flavors the milk afterwards.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
M&M flavored milk.
It reminds
Not a
me
bad thing.
of all the cereals that you were only allowed in school holidays. You know? Fruit Loops,
The tiny,
been there.
like 8 boxes of the tiny ones with like Fruit Loops and Cocoa Pops and their cornflakes that already had like sugar loaded on them. Everything your parents hated, really.
Yep.
Yeah. What do the people feel?
Definitely a yes from me.
That's a big yes from all people involved.
I think that's the
Except
biggest
for like
yes we've
whatever
had so
percentages on
far.
that screen, I can't see. Honestly, like.
Who can blame you guys? M&Ms.
But let's specify like a holiday cereal, perhaps. Holiday cereal.
Could you have this every day?
No.
Yeah.
It'd cut up your mouth. You'd have ulcers everywhere.
Oh, that's not good. All right.
Next up, we have some very brightly coloured cheese and bacon balls.
Love having a good bowl of these
I almost
like
forgot
this.
how fluoro they are. Like
They
they're
are bright.
really brightly coloured. Like that could not be natural in any way, shape, or
Now, before we add the milk, what do you think's going to happen when we add milk?
like there's not a lot.
Are they going to dissolve?
Like they're very puffy. Yeah, there's definitely no structural integrity going on there.
I guess we'll find out.
Will it cereal? People, will it?
Vote
Votes
now.
are coming in hot.
Oh, they're floating.
Yeah, there's like a lot in the bowl. We didn't prepare for that. Oh wow, it's rising. It's rising.
We've got to get to the ones that are
Yeah,
actually in
oh.
the milk.
They're so weightless. Oh wow, I'm spilling them. Okay.
They
Cool.
could've-
Cool.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right.
All right, there's some
Ready?
milky ones. All right, 3, 2, 1. Odd
Very
is the first
interesting.
word that
Yeah.
comes to mind.
Yeah. Not your normal thing you put in your mouth.
It almost doesn't taste cheesy.
Yeah, it's like the milk takes away the
What's the point of cheese
cheesiness,
balls if
and then
they're
it's
not
just milk
cheesy?
and bacon balls.
I mean, I kind of get the bacon flavor.
Yeah, I mean, again, like it has the whole bacon element. Bacon's already a breakfast food and all that jazz, but like
Yeah.
bacon isn't usually fluoro orange.
I don't know about this one. I mean, like, I don't know, it's kind of almost flavorless. I'm getting a weird mix. Like, I'm not really tasting milk. I'm not really tasting cheese.
Maybe it's because you still got mushroom going on in there.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I
unfortunate.
think the M&Ms were pretty good though. I don't know.
It's a lot going on.
I don't know
guys.
if this works for
Really,
me. I'm going to
I
be
wouldn't
honest.
suggest doing this at home, to be honest.
I'm going to have to say no.
Yeah.
I don't think these work.
It's a no from me.
What do you guys reckon? It's
Yeah.
a no.
I
Wow.
like that we're all on the same page on
Yeah,
this.
so far so
the
good, guys.
anticipation is amazing, except for the whatever percentage on there that say yes.
Put these back in
But
the
I
bowl
mean,
there.
you're probably the kind of people who like mushrooms. so-
Alrighty. Our final food item is probably the one I'm the most excited for. KFC's Popcorn Chicken. Available at all nearby KFCs. One at Riverwood, that's where I got them. Still open, drive through, get it on. Get your chicken on. I haven't had it with milk though.
I mean, I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I mean, not often I go, oh yeah, got my KFC bucket, where's my glass of milk? That doesn't happen often, if not ever. So,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know about this, but I am excited to try.
Thanks, Colonel Sanders. Fun fact for everyone watching along at home. Every time I have KFC over the last 5 years, vomit afterwards. So this could be an interesting night.
It's a fun fact.
Spit bucket is down there.
These almost remind me of like those Kellogg's Crunchy Nut clusters, you know?
Oh yeah, aesthetically a
They
little bit.
look like Crunchy Nut clusters,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's chicken.
But it is chicken.
So it's better then.
to some, perhaps.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm anticipating other things.
All right, ready?
I've got to get a little bit of milk in there, otherwise
Yeah.
it's not cereal, right?
3, 2, 1.
I like it. I gotta say, two of my favorite things: fried chicken, and milk.
I mean, like the mushrooms are still worse, I'll be honest.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, for me, with my particular,
Yeah, mushrooms are. Throw them out. Who needs them?
absolutely no one except Jack.
Those,
Buckley.
though, yes, Jackson. I know. You know, I like. You like mushrooms. I don't know what just happened.
I
I'm
mean,
just having another mouthful and stop
look,
talking.
Slider's looking pretty close. Perhaps it's split the same way this table is.
Chicken's
in
nice.
their feelings towards KFC. Who knows?
I could have this
I
every
have
morning.
nothing against chicken, nor fried chicken. KFC fried chicken, on the other hand,
Getting all that
totally separate thing. Totally separate thing.
protein, calcium, all the good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like fried chicken is usually like buttermilk fried chicken. Am I right? So that's like already milk. So there's
Yeah.
it has some linear thing going on here.
I gotta say, it's a yes. It's a yes from me.
It's just a no from me because it's KFC.
It's a cereal, guys.
It's not a cereal. It's not.
What's the slider looking like? It's a yes.
Oh, just.
Yes wins.
Barely.
Nah, it
Absolutely
wins.
barely.
Doesn't matter how close it is, it wins. Alrighty.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah, well, I think I had
I'm
fun.
gonna go vomit. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
We're going to go into the next segment, which is something that we've done over the last couple of weeks, where a leader will have made a video where they'll have friends and siblings and that talk about them, and it's who do they think they are. And this week it is Jackson, and so we will now go over and watch that video.
What's up, Youth Group fam? ISO Life, Jackson here. Just going to do a quick video on who I am. Clearly just finished work. I'm sitting in the office.
A whole lot of bright yellow on my body right now. Just ignore that for the purposes of this video. Obviously, we're doing this segment on get to know the leaders a little bit better, and this is my quick video on who I am. Instead of me giving you my answers on who I am or who I think I am, I decided that I'd ask a question to my friends and family, just a couple of people. I asked more, but I won't read them all out. We're running out of time. Just asking them one simple question. If you had to describe me in 3 words, what would they be and why? I've got the answers on the phone here. I haven't gone through them, but I've seen them come through this morning. So let's read them together and we'll get a bit of an idea into who I am in the eyes of other people. I thought I'd ask a bit of a cross-section of some of the different people in my life. So let's go with a high school friend, a family member, and Michelle, because she probably knows me better than anyone. So let's go with those. Starting with my high school mate, Geordie. Been best friends for a long time. The guy stood next to me on my wedding day, my best man. I asked him the question. This was his answer. 3 words. First word, selfless. Always putting the needs and wants of other people before his own. Committed. Puts 110% into everything he does. And loyal. Always there for people who need him through the good and the bad times. Very kind of him to say these. It's funny. I think if he had asked me the question of him, I would have said very similar words. You know, the guy is seriously the most committed and loyal friend I know. And that's not just to me, it's to all of his friends. Genuinely cares and loves the people around him and is super selfless. Yeah, very kind. Yeah, I love the guy. Known him for a long time. So that was Geordie's response. Me in 3 words. Next. Let's go with Dad. Longer response here, so let's get through it a little bit quicker. We'll try to at least. Dad said, "This is hard. Trying to work out 3. Probably should have been more like 33. I think the most important thing when trying to find words in apostrophes or whatever is that the person needs to have those characteristics in all walks of life, not just one." That's fair. First word, passionate. Believing in something, living it out, and being willing to fight for it. Second word, resourceful. The ability to make things happen, being creative, proactive, artistic, and summoning the resources to reach a goal. And then tact. The ability to be personable in any areas of your life's ventures. To get on, to accommodate, and to keep your mouth shut. And to make allowances at work and with family, with friends, and at church. Dad always knows how to sort of hit me in the deeps, so I was just sort of getting through that a little bit. It's funny again, like I said this about Geordie, but I would have said the exact same words about my dad, you know, like, and maybe that's why he's my dad and I'm his son, because we're similar. But yeah, Big Keith though, I think is super passionate and super resourceful guy, you know, and maybe that's how he's brought me up, and he wants me to be similar. Might not always look like it, and probably I'm the same, you know, like don't always show it, but definitely a passionate person and just love the people around us. But I really think Dad nails it with the last word he attacked. And I think that it's trying to capture the idea that the way that you handle life, like the way that you go about what you do. And yeah, genuine, I think this is where Dad sort of nails me here, is just to get on, to accommodate, and to keep my mouth shut, but to be personable in the way that I try and do my life, you know, just to get on and do the job. And there's a way to do life that I think you can still be loving and personable while also, you know, doing the right thing. And yeah, that's good from Dad. I think he's definitely got me there. All right, last one, Shell. Obviously, I haven't known Shell as long as I have Geordie or Dad, but she probably knows me the best out of everyone. And I think the perfect person to ask this question to, because she's not going to hold back, I'm assuming. Let's see. Michelle's answers, strong. Definitely not gym strong, that's for sure, because she keeps telling me to go to the gym. Strength of character and mind, but also in faith. You have a backbone that a lot of people don't. Faithful and loyal to God and to the people in your life. You stick with them. And last word, which I don't know how to say, and she'll hate me for like making a mockery of this, probably all the wordies out there as well. Enigmatic. Let's see what she says. I think a lot of people are confused by you at times. Interesting. maybe because they only see one facet of your personality. Yeah, I think she's got me here. Like maybe you've noticed, but I definitely put up a face, I think, to a lot of people, just, that it's all good or it's all sweet or I've got it sorted out. But Michelle would know better than most people that I don't always have it sorted out, and she's seen me at my best, but certainly seen me at my worst. And, that goes to show that, we're all like that often, just with life, that we try and make it off like everything's all good, but, realistically, like it's not everything's not always good all the time. And maybe you guys could take some courage from that. Like, I'm one of your youth leaders, but I'm just as hopeless as you guys sometimes with life. And I definitely struggle through a lot of things. And enigmatic. There you go, and learnt a word today. So anyway, I could go on and read a few more responses. I think we're running out of time, so I'll just leave it there. But that's a bit about who I am in the eyes of other people. Thought I'd just throw it together in a big old ISO video. Hopefully you enjoyed and enjoy tonight's live stream. Thanks for listening, guys. Cheers. Bye.
Well, that was me. Well, at least my take on who does he think he is, or whatever that segment's going to look like going forward. Thanks to those guys who sent some responses to me.
You're welcome.
Yep, Michelle being one of them. But that's enough of that. Let's move into our next segment, which is Two Truths and a Lie. So how's it going to work tonight, Shell?
We're going to share two truths and a lie.
Mm-hmm.
First me, then you, then two truths and a lie about both of us.
But we're not going to do them
manner.
together. We're gonna say the two truths and a lie, and you guys have to vote in on Slido.
You're versing us.
Yeah, you're
Good
versing
luck.
us. You have to pick the lie. So jump on Slido, get ready, and start voting for which one you think the lie is. Okay, they're on the screen. Shell, why don't you read out your two truths and a lie?
All right. I am the shortest in my family. I learnt to drive a manual car when I was 12. I had singing lessons in high school.
B is illegal, right? You're meant to drive when you're like 16, not 12.
I'm not at liberty to answer that, Jackson.
What about the other one? Shortest in the family? You're pretty tall.
I am pretty tall.
Pretty
But
tall.
does that mean I'm the shortest in my family? Who knows?
And I have
I do.
heard you sing in the shower.
You have? This is
I'm
actually
kidding.
shocking to me.
I'm kidding. All right, we've got some stuff coming through on Slido
Okay.
shortly. It's
So
and you sing in the car more than you do the shower.
I
You're
do.
a car singer.
I cannot be in the car by myself and not sing. I find
good
it
car singer.
ridiculous. I love to sing in the car. I love singing full stop, just, like not in front of people that much, eh?
Well, there you go. All right, guys, we've got the votes coming in now. So the lead vote for what people think is a lie at the moment is I had singing lessons when I was at high
So
school.
clearly people think I have an awesome voice.
Anyway, lowest
not.
one being there that you learned to drive when you were 12. Most people think that that's pretty much true. Shell, why don't you reveal... Oh, last minute comeback. What do you think? Why don't you reveal to us which one is actually false?
The one that's false is that I am the shortest in my family. I am not the shortest in my family. My mum is like a good half head shorter than me.
Guys, mums. Always forget about the mums.
Always the
Everyone's thinking about
mums.
the siblings and the dads for height.
Yeah.
The mums. Anyway.
It's always a mum.
All right, guys, that was it for the first round. We'll go to the second round on me now.
Yeah, Jackson, tell
Same
us.
thing, all right? They're going to appear at the front here, and you guys just jump on Slido straight away. Start voting away. Which one you think is the lie? I'll read out my ones here. Okay, A, I have jumped out of a plane. B, I have 16 first cousins. And C, I have entered into a professional eating contest. And might I say, I actually won that eating contest when I did that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
So it fits in with the whole, I tell you to go to the gym thing, perhaps.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
That is exactly why. No. But yeah, eating contests. It's actually a crazy experience if you ever get to do
Yeah,
one.
tell me more about these eating contests.
Well, it's, you got to enter, sign up, tell them your allergies, pay the fee.
Basically like any other contest ever.
Pretty much. So,
So
just
really
normal.
non-descriptive.
And jumping out of a plane.
Not helping these
Wicked
guys.
experience. Highly recommend jumping out of a plane. So what does that tell you about what the lie is? Oh, I have 16 first cousins. I have a big family, so that's probably true. Anyway, pick your lie. Which one's it going to be? Votes are coming in hot. Pretty even on this one, it looks like.
It's very even. Poker face Jackson.
What do we reckon
Can't
here?
tell what's true.
Everyone's
Can't tell what's a lie.
thinking that, okay, so...
Oh, it keeps jumping. Oh my
jumping
goodness,
back
this
and
is
forth
really
here.
close.
Okay, so 36% is what I'm reading for I have 16 first cousins at the moment. That's just dropped down. Okay, new leader, I have entered into a professional eating contest. What do we reckon the consensus is here?
I don't know. It does keep jumping.
Fair enough. You guys have gotten me. 37% entry into eating contest is incorrect.
It's very
I
much
have never
incorrect.
done that.
Although, fun
Never.
fact, he's eaten a 1 kilo burrito with Sam Everly once.
That's true.
Hasn't had to prove it.
That wasn't an eating
Guzman and
contest.
Gomez.
That was just a good feels. We just wanted big
Yeah.
burritos.
But it is the ugliest hat I've ever seen. So really, did you win? I don't
Great
know.
hat, great hat. Okay, next one. We're going to jump into the group, 2 truths and a lie.
Group, marriage,
Uh,
either way.
Yeah, marriage one. So, Shell, you want to read them out?
All right. A, Jackson said, I love you first.
That's a lie.
B, we met in 2015.
Also a lie.
C, I'm older.
And that one
Dan
is
Jackson.
no, that one is actually a lie.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
they're all
they're all
lies.
lies.
Guys, we're
Yeah.
just lying.
Yeah.
Lies, 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 all the lies.
See if you can see through the lies,
We rigged the
guys.
system.
What's it going to be? I love you first. We met in 2015, but we've known each other for like
Quite a long time.
25 and a half years.
Yeah, that's sure.
Nah, this one's good. I know people should probably get this one, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that difficult. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
All right, let's have a look. So the votes are coming in. I've got 11 votes at the moment. There's a clear leader.
It's more than 11.
We met in 2015. 21 votes now. Jeez, what do you reckon?
It looks like a clear winner right now.
Michelle is older, being the most guaranteed truth right there.
Ouch, guys, ouch. Clearly I've aged.
Do we call it? It's a clear winner.
It's a clear winner. Well done.
Yeah, you guys have picked
You,
it.
you got us.
Yeah.
You got us in the end.
That's definitely the false
We
one
lost.
there. Anyway, no, we met back in.
Go
Michelle?
on. Go on.
I don't know. 2014.
2014. It was like
Yeah, there you
December
go.
2014, so I thought it would be
There you go.
close.
All right, guys. Well, that pretty much brings that one to the end, and I'm probably going to get out of here. Let you guys take over for the rest of the night. Why don't we welcome back up Glenn and Duncan, and I'm just going
Hey.
to scoot over there.
Yeah.
Thanks,
good
guys.
call.
Come and join them.
Hey guys.
Back.
Hey Michelle. Hey Duncan. You
What up?
How's it going?
feeling nice and full?
I
from
really
your
am.
Cereal?
Yeah, I
Full, sick,
full
either way.
disclosure, I sat there and finished off the bowl of popcorn chicken.
I have photo proof of this. I will post it to Instagram for all of us to see.
I liked it. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was good. I even drank the milk afterwards, like you do with cereal.
Yeah, with normal cereal.
KFC chicken pop flavored milk?
I mean, maybe send it to them. Maybe they'll make a cereal. Who knows?
I'm scared I might try this again. Like I might. I don't know.
He's not kidding. Look at his
He
face.
isn't.
He's so not kidding.
Next time I have KFC, I don't know. Maybe I'll just crack out the milk. I don't know. We'll see.
This is disturbing. Can we move on?
Well,
Good segue.
It's my friends
good
who were gonna
segue, yeah.
who were gonna see it. So.
So, for tonight, carrying on our series on different attributes, nature of Jesus, tonight we look at the concept of Jesus being supernatural and sort of what that means for us. Now, to help us sort of highlight that, let's talk a bit about the concept of agnosticism. What is agnosticism? And how does it relate to Jesus being supernatural?
Well, that big word means.
What is it?
Well, I struggle.
Come on,
It's
Duncan.
Agnosticism. Did I say it right?
That's right.
Close
Yes.
That's the
All right.
ism word.
It's when someone, or that is the belief that like you can't know it. Like you both don't believe it's there, but you also believe it could be there. Like there's no way of knowing if it is or isn't, sort of thing. And that there's people that are agnostic, which is those people.
Well done. You got it the last
got
time. Yeah, good.
The funniest thing is the guy who many consider as one of the most sort of senior atheists in the world, Richard Dawkins. He calls himself a 4 out of 5 sort of atheist / agnostic. In other words, he's not willing to say I'm 5 out of 5 atheists. I'm not willing to 100% say God doesn't exist. As in there's things in the universe that could suggest otherwise. So yeah, even hardcore atheists would rather say, no, maybe not atheist, agnostic.
Right.
As in I can't know
Yeah.
if there is a God or not.
I find both of those two groups tend to, at one point or another in their life, sort of whether it's in hard times or whatnot, cry out to God, or, you know, say that someone's must be looking over them when good things happen in their life. So there's sort of like,
Yeah.
there's still something there, you know?
Yeah.
It's never fully nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just such a part of just everyday people. Like they're always, you know, something bad happens, oh my God, or something great happens. You know, like all those basketball players, they make like a 3-pointer and
Yeah.
the Lord, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Got the big guy on my side. People love
yeah,
calling him the
everyone
big
does
guy.
that.
The big guy.
Everyone, something great happens, they just go, that was, you know, divine. And if something bad happens, they're all like, why? You know, like, who? If you say you're an atheist, you don't believe. Who are you calling to?
It's just like a level of control.
Yeah.
Like realizing that they just don't have the control, and there's got to be something. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone seems to say, like, my uncle went to a better place.
Yeah.
You hear
All
that
say
a
that.
lot?
That's very
Like,
common.
I don't believe in God, but they've gone to a better place. Like, yeah, please tell me where.
Yeah. What do you believe in?
Directions, please.
Yeah.
Directions.
Don't
yeah.
believe there's anything after death, but he went to a better place. It's like,
Yeah.
where then? If there's nothing, then where? Yeah. No, absolutely.
True that. And talking about like sort of the reasons why people would deny a supernatural Jesus, as in why would people say Jesus is not God? I mean, hardly anybody would say Jesus doesn't exist because there's so much historical evidence inside the Bible, outside the Bible to say he existed. Even non-Christian religions say Jesus existed. But talking about whether or not he is God, whether or not he's supernatural, why would some people deny that Jesus is supernatural, which means he is God?
Probably because, like, it's always said that he was man, like fully man. Well, like, if he was just a guy, then he can't do any of that stuff. But then we see in the Bible that he does miracles and he does crazy things, even though he's a man. So that's, you know, that's supernatural, just straight up there. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Way
100%.
of phrasing it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, when's the last time you did a miracle, Duncan?
I have not done a miracle. Not that I can say.
Definitely not Jesus then.
No way.
Yeah,
Try to be there.
I think when I was in school, there was this girl I just remember who refused to believe Jesus is God because of the virgin birth. And she'd say like, you know what? We cannot believe that somebody... That's for you, Alicia. You say my voice is monotonous. That's for you. But you cannot believe that this Jesus is God because, you know, when people, one man and a woman, they don't have relations. And then a child is born. No, it cannot be. You know, it's like, but like, yeah, I can get people in your life that say that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I've actually had somebody use that exact same argument to me as well, going, how could there be a virgin birth? It's like, I mean, it's just, it's a thing.
It's inexplicable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no way for me
Yeah.
to understand how it worked. It just did. It's God.
And that's what makes God God. Like, in a lot of
Yeah.
ways, like, if we were able to fully understand everything about God, then he would not be God.
Yeah.
He would be half of a human, because, like,
Yeah.
even to one human to the next, like your best friend, your partner, like whatever it is, like you don't understand them fully as a human being. So, like, how can we expect to
How more
understand
so?
God at that level?
Yeah.
But that's,
Yeah.
I think that's a thing that always comforts me, that I do not know those things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like I can get feeling comforted by the fact that you can't understand it, because that just then is proof of just how powerful and big he is. It's like, well,
Yeah.
sweet, I know he's got it.
Yeah.
I can't understand how, but he does.
It's easier to trust
He's got it.
in those situations.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just the thing, you know, like if Jesus is God, he has to be able to do things that you can't measure on a chemistry set, as in that means he's beyond the natural order. He created it, and for him to have created it, he needs to transcend it. He needs to be above it, unlike us who are stuck inside it, and our reasoning is stuck inside it. As in, like, you know, we can't think beyond that. But that's, if God could fit in our brains, he's not God. Now, and that's what we see when we get to John 14, verse 11. So let's just read John 14, verse 11 quickly. It says, and this is Jesus speaking, saying, "Believe me when I say that I am in the Father and the Father is in me, or at least believe on the evidence of the works themselves." So you got Jesus saying, believe in me, basically based on what he says, his integrity, what he's already shown, but he says, like, otherwise, at least believe on account of the works, the kind of things I've done, referring to the miracles. Now, what sort of miracles did Jesus do?
Many and
What
varied.
are we talking about?
The first thing that comes to mind for me would probably be like the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish, and feeding the 10,000, that massive crowd. And it's like you were saying, like measured on a chemistry set or whatever. It's like, you'd look at,
Can't do that.
like, they can only break apart so much. You can't feed 10,000 people, but Jesus did it. Like, that's a miracle right there.
Yeah. Miracles always make me think, sorry to cut you off,
No, it's good.
make me think of like healing. He heals people, he heals the blind guy, he brings Lazarus back from the dead, and then like water into wine. There's so many to choose from. I think in a lot of ways, if you've heard them a few times, they sort of lose the depth. Like if you really sit in each of those stories, like it's just like, wow. Like, that is not
it
something.
loses the shock value.
Yes,
like
they
you
are shocking.
Hear it in Sunday school, and you're like, "That's a cool story." But like, if you actually like think about what he did, it's crazy. Like, what he did that? Like, I mean,
Unreal.
well, like, even just like with like the healing, it's like, oh, cool, he healed him, but it's like,
No, he healed them.
He healed them. He just touched them, and the disease was gone.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, if I saw that, I'd be like, did I just see that right? You saw that too. Like, I mean.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, I think people do often lose just like what actually is like said in the Bible. Like, they lose like the impact of what that was like if you were there. They just kind of read and go, oh, cool. Yeah. Keep
Speaking
reading.
about like if you were there kind of thing. Now, obviously we weren't there. We're relying on what was written and it's been sent down to us. Why can we actually believe that? Why can we trust, for example, the Bible, which is the source of information?
Yeah.
So that kind of information. Like, how do we trust that? Because one thing is like, oh, Jesus said it, and oh, Jesus did miracles. But did he actually? Or was that just someone lying to us? Is that like 2 truths and a lie kind of deal?
Well, yeah, like I know for me, I at one point did also wrestle with how do I know if the Bible's real? I was asking these questions like, how do I know this? People didn't just make it up. But then going, there's loads of authors that have all got this. So it's not just one guy going, I'm going to make up a story. And it's also the books themselves were written ages apart. They didn't all get together, have a meeting and go, here's the story we've come up with. And then also like throughout history, it's been one of the most like well like translated and like well kept pieces of literature, and as well as like you look at people, everyone believes like about Caesar and Alexander the Great and whoever, but like the earliest recorded things about them were like centuries after they ruled, while the gospel books of the Bible were like not even a decade after the resurrection of Jesus and like the main event, and like it's so close to the actual event timeline wise, and yet people are still like, maybe it didn't happen. It's like, well, what about that random king? Like who cares? Like, we don't know, but everyone's like, oh yeah, no, I believe that instantly.
Yeah, the fact that
I'm just gonna say, like, I think that's almost maybe because of the supernatural element that is in the Bible. Like, there's parts of the Bible for sure you'll read and go, well, that's strange. That's different. Well, with a king, you're like, sure, I can, like we were saying, like, you can picture a king. You can be like, I can see that working. But then with the miracles and things you read, you're like, I can't understand how that works. Which I guess is what leads to them going, I won't believe that because it doesn't make sense.
Well, I think the fact that the Bible's still around, like it's stood the test of time, for want of a better expression. And the fact that, I don't know, within it does say that it's living and breathing. And to me, that's always stood out because it, it speaks to so many different people in so many different ways, and like you can have something that you were taught in Sunday school
Yeah.
perhaps, and then revisit it later in life, and it can mean something completely different to you, and that God speaks to you through it, or just a verse, or another passage or whatever. God can continue to use that throughout your life in different ways, and that just to me like proves that it is living and breathing like it says it is. Proves itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking as well, this is written by John, the Apostle John, and it's an eyewitness account for us of Jesus' life. And you think, why would he write it? There's no reason for him to write it and pass it down to, like, as we have it today, because he would have been persecuted. He would have been threatened with death for this story and would have been given opportunity to deny it for a better life. And he just didn't. And so did so many others who were part of putting the New Testament together. And so, like, they had no good reason. I mean, these early Christians were fed to lions. They were dipped in oil or tar and set on fire. They were used as street lamps to set an example not to be a Christian. Like, there's no reason for them to carry on this message so that we could have it today. But the fact that they did means they were not protecting a lie. I mean, these guys, you would not protect a lie like that. And so these guys who said they saw Jesus, I believe them. Now, what does that mean for us? Now, in terms of how we take this and like in our lives, how do we respond to the truth of the fact that Jesus is supernatural, that he is God? How does that govern our lives?
We believe it, and we let it sink into our everyday lives, in big ways and small ways, in little decisions, in the big decisions. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I feel like, I guess just recently, like just going over parts of, like you were saying, the parts about I've read and heard before, but then it's having a bigger impact because I'm understanding it better and things like that. Like, I've realized how many different areas of the Bible are so amazing and shocking, and like it's incredible what is happening. And like, I mean, like what do you guys do when you have some amazing thing happen? Like, I mean, an example I guess I could come up with, like if you get like a big high score on a video game or something, just because that's something I'd do. Like you get something big and amazing, you want to then go to your friends and brag about it, or you want to go and tell people, hey, I got this new thing, I got this new high score, or I got a new toy, amazing things. And then it's like you want to then share with people about it. So it's, like I feel like the way that we then should respond to what we read here and what we learn about Jesus and how amazing he is and the supernatural things that he does, like it's incredible. I feel in how we should respond is sharing it. Like we want to tell people about it. Go, this is an incredible thing. Here's an amazing thing I've found. So I feel like, how would you guys respond to this? Like, does it have that impact? Does it amaze you? Does it scare you? Do you think supernatural things are weird? Like, do you think, when you hear the word supernatural, do you immediately think, vampires, werewolves, like the Hollywood, whatever, supernatural, spooky ghosts, like there's a TV show called Supernatural. Like I don't know, like maybe your idea of a supernatural thing is twisted, or like it's worldly and not kind of the example that we're shown through Jesus. I don't know.
Maybe one more thing just to close, just to value this message of the scripture, to value the scriptures as well as it's been passed down. So many people have died, so many people have gone through hectic stuff to carry this message to us. This is not a joke. This is not a little suggestion about this. This is what governs our lives. Jesus is God. And we must take that seriously, to not betray our own intellect and how we believe these things, but also to honor Jesus and for what he's done for us. So with that, would one of you guys like to pray for us?
Sure. Yeah, dear Lord Jesus, I thank you that you are supernatural and that you are so amazing and big and powerful. Just thank you that we're able to take comfort in you. I just pray that as we go throughout the week, Lord, that you stay in our hearts and in the youth's hearts, Lord. Just remind us of how lucky we are to be in a country where we can share with our friends and family that, the wonders of you and how amazing you are without fear of being attacked. Just pray that as we break off into pods over Zoom now, that good discussions will be had, and just pray that throughout the week you'll help the youth to continue thinking on this and reflecting on this. I also pray that we got a good big number at Block on Sunday. And further discussions had. Just pray these things in your name. Amen.
So quick announcements before we go. Sunday, 4 p.m, Block. Get the links from your leaders. Also, next week we'll be back here, 8 p.m. Don't miss out. Also, 14th of June, youth service, putting that together. Whoop, whoop. So, we'll be keen. I'm really keen to see how we can get you guys involved in that. Any ideas? Let me know soon, please. And I'd love to have your ideas on what we can do, because this is all different for us, all the streaming stuff, man. So, let's give that a think. And am I missing anything? Restrictions? Yeah, we'll give you some more details soon about restrictions, but things are easing up, which means there will be more opportunities to do things in person. And
Hopefully.
What that looks like, can't tell you now, but we'll tell you soon enough.
I think that's it.
And with that,
Yeah.
I think we're done. Thank you guys for being part of this, and we'll see you guys in pods. Bye.